Welcome into another telecast of LMC Varsity Sports alongside Raheel Jaswell. I'm Troy McGraw. We are here at Rhinebeck for our first football game of the year. And Rhinebeck and Tuckahoe. Rhinebeck is 1-0 and Tuckahoe is 0-1. They play two different teams. Haldane is that Rhinebeck beat easily 45-16, and Tuckahoe lost by a touchdown to Briarcliff 40-32. So this could be a high-scoring game, Raheel.
Definitely, the defensive lines have to put pressure on the quarterbacks. Both these teams love to throw the ball. You give them time, it's going to be a shootout.
And it will be a shootout when we get set for the opening kickoff next here on LMC Varsity Sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's home opener between the visiting Tigers of Tuckahoe and your Rhinebeck Black Hats. As we get prepared for the start of today's game, we'd like to remind all fans that it is the objective of Rhinebeck Athletic Department Section 1 and New York State Public High School Athletic Association to have today's game contested in the most sportsmanlike atmosphere possible. The officials have been instructed to tolerate no unsportsmanlike conduct from the players, and we ask you, the fans, to help us reach our objective by conducting yourselves in a sportsmanlike and respectful manner. Additionally, all fans are to remain off of the playing surface before, during, and at the conclusion of the contest, and we thank you very much for your cooperation. We'd also like to pass along a message from the Rhinebeck and Tuckahoe school districts directly, including their football coaches.
Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, Rhinebeck won the toss. They elected to receive, and it'll be taken at his own 15, breaking through in a tackle, and a late flag thrown about 30 yards by the official on the return by Michael Colasante. Have you ever seen a flag thrown that far in here?
No, I have not.
It went from the 40.
The return for the Black Hats,
and he threw it from the Tuckahoe 40, and it landed on the Rhinebeck 35. That's a 25-yard toss. He had the wind. Yeah. We didn't know that the air raid also went to the officials, though. Legal block in the back, so that return will be coming back. Block in the back, it has to come back.
Yeah, you know, mostly on a kickoff when a flag is thrown, it's mostly going against the receiving team.
Yeah, 99 times out of 10.
That penalty results in a 10-yard mark-off from the spot of the foul, where the first down and 10 for the Black Hats.
Even though Colasante got to the 40, spot of the foul was at the 35. 10-yard mark-off is the 24, where the Black Hats will take over first and 10. They wanted the ball, and they got it as they elected to receive after winning the toss. It's the home team. Tuckahoe called the toss, but Rhinebeck won, and a call up the middle for no gain
by number 10,
Dimitri Hilton, sophomore. 1
Goes for
yard.
a short gain and bring up second down.
The pass from Falco is caught by Colasante, is tackled right away, and this Tuckahoe defense does not look like one that gave up 40 points to Briarcliff after two plays there, Raheel.
Yeah, definitely. I'd like to see Rhinebeck now take a couple more shots deep to start the game, considering they have a very good aerial attack.
Let's go, Rhinebeck!
3 yards. 3rd and 7. Falco gets it in shotgun pressure. They swing it outside and he's stopped immediately. So it'll be 4th down and lost it 2 yards on that play to Luke Murphy. So it's a 3 and out for Rhinebeck, and we'll see the punting team, and great job by Tuckahoe.
That's a heck of a
Result
start.
of the play though is a short loss.
3 and
bring
out.
up 4th down.
And punting for will be Stephen DeRico. And DeRico, a low punt, decent hang, and then it'll roll 5 yards after in the 50. It goes out at the 45. So Tuckahoe will take over at their own
45-yard line.
Their own 45, where it'll be 1st and 10, whereas as they're led by senior quarterback Justin Lee. So we saw Rhinebeck start after the penalty on their own 25, and this Tuckahoe offense will start on their own 45 after scoring 32 points in a loss to Briarcliff, which also, the Briarcliff team also has a couple of players from Hamilton High School. It's a nice throw by Lee on the first play, and it's nearly intercepted by Samuel Dalsimer, but he can't come up with it, and good arm strength though by Lee.
Very good arm strength there.
And
That's what I think they want to really do here. They want to give Lee time to air the ball out deep.
Falls incomplete. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Only one who had a shot at it is he overthrew his man. He overthrew the receiver, but the only one who had a shot was Dalsimer. But he couldn't come up with it.
We were looking at him in practice, and his problem was overthrowing receivers.
And the fullback gets the run, and he's stopped immediately by, that was Christian Esposito. He's stopped by
Christian Esposito.
Luke
Goes for a
Murphy.
short loss. In for the Black Hats, leading the charge, number 3, Oliver Evans.
Also led by Oliver Evans on the tackle. It'll be 3rd and 11 from their own 44 for the Tigers. Lee gets it, his 2nd pass of the day. This one is completed to the big target in Jonathan Berger, the tight end, and that'll be a Tuckahoe 1st down. They got to the Rhinebeck 35. Nice pass, nice catch, and Berger's got 6'5".
Play goes for a
When you got a target like that, it's pretty makes it easy on Lee.
And he's definitely going to be tough to bring down.
They had, 2 guys had to bring him down because he got away from one and then another. No huddle here for Tuckahoe. 1st and 10 from the Rhinebeck 35. 3 minutes gone by in the 1st quarter. They held Rhinebeck to a 3 and out, and now Lee will get 4 or 5 yards to the Rhinebeck 30. Stopped by DeRico.
And that run by number 4, Justin Lee, picks up about 5 yards and bring up 2nd down.
Official timeout there to switch. And Rhinebeck will have to call timeout. They wanted to switch helmets.
And we have a timeout on the field.
And then official made Coach Ionello take it because they had to switch helmets for a player. So we'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports after the Rhinebeck timeout. Alongside Raheel Jaswal, I'm Charlie McGraw.
From the Black Hats 30.
And it'll be 2nd and 5 from the Rhinebeck 30. And this is a huge first play, first series for Rhinebeck, and they are not able to stop Lee as Lee drags a couple defenders and gets all the way down to the 10, but after that timeout, it was a spot where Rhinebeck needed to stop, and they couldn't get it. As
carries the ball
it'll be
inside the Black Hats 10-yard line.
First and goal from the 10.
Expect Tuckahoe to run Lee a lot because he's a pretty big kid for a quarterback.
The senior Lee gets back to pass. A flag is down, and he is taken down. how early it was. I think it had to be a hold, right?
I'd say so.
Dave, so what do we think the score's going to be? Predictions with Big Dave.
And that play went for a short game. However, there was a penalty flag on the field against the Black Hats.
It was an infraction against Rhinebeck.
No way it's telling us. Oh, Koopa.
As the officials still discussing it, but it was a penalty against Rhinebeck.
And that penalty has been declined.
It was declined.
So the results of the play will stand. It'll be second down and goal.
It was like,
Frabby.
I think it was a 5-yard penalty. They declined it, but no, they had it accepted. They declined it, so it's second and goal. After the 6-yard gain, instead of taking the penalty, I guess it would have been half the distance to the goal.
Yeah.
So it would have been like a 3-yard penalty, so they take the 5-6-yard run. And Lee fakes it, goes towards the end zone, and he's swarmed by Rhinebeck. He'll be stopped at the 4-yard line, so it'll be third and goal from the 4. A huge play coming up for Rhinebeck.
Third and goal.
I would say it's 4-down territory.
I'd say so. Early in the game, they
Third
want
and
to
goal
score.
from the 4, yeah. Didn't really see much of it. Didn't see a kicker really warming up. I saw Rhinebeck was working a kicker out, but third and goal from the 4. Lee gets the snap. He lobs it towards the end zone, and that's
going to be pass
interference. That's
Clearly hold it.
yeah. It'll be first and goal from the 1 for
And that pass
Tuckahoe,
intended
as
for
it was
number 18.
Luke Murphy on Jonathan
falls
Berger,
incomplete. However,
and
flag down on the field.
that's all he could do. Is Berger's about 6'5", 220, 230, 240.
Against the Black Hats.
Murphy is 6 foot or less. He's basically 6 inches shorter than him. So why is he covering him?
No idea.
They
Burger's,
don't have any.
Burger's definitely got to be a favorite target down here in the red zone with his size.
Yeah, but now they're on the 1. I think Lee will just sneak it probably.
Yeah.
And they got 4 tries basically because it's 4 down.
Territory.
Score. Wait, why is it? And Lee will sneak it. Tuckahoe looking at the officials, and the near side official, first one to signal touchdown.
Touchdown for
1 yard.
Quarterback keeper number 4
for
Justin Lee.
Justin Lee, and it is a 6-0 lead for Tuckahoe, and they will go.
Let's see if their kicker's just going to scrap.
Looks like they'll go for
2. Like we said, we didn't see any kicker
warming
no.
up.
Eric, you didn't have it.
I did. No, he's not, Rob. So 2-point conversion, as they didn't look like they had a kicker during warm-ups. Never see anyone warming up. And now they'll move and bunch on the left side, and they'll hand off to 44, and they'll be taken down, but the momentum carries them in for the 2 points.
And that 2-point conversion
Is
was
good on the
for
run
Tuckahoe.
by Draz Porakovic. So it's 8-0 Tuckahoe, and we'll be right back here on LMC Varsity Sports. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, 7:14 to go. Kicking off will be Louis Chiavetta, and it'll be taken by Rhinebeck's Dalsimer, and Dalsimer will be swarmed, and after about 6-7 yard
return
return,
for the Black Hats,
he'll be
number
tackled at
13,
the
Sam
32.
Dulcimer.
As it was a short kick, and Dulcimer was
Brings the
in
ball
front
out
of
to
the
the
line,
Black
about a
Hats
7-yard
33-yard line. Will be
return.
first down and 10.
So it'll be first and 10 for Rhinebeck. Second time we'll see the offense, and they struggled on their first possession, Raheel.
Definitely. 3 and out is not how you want to start it, especially at a home opener.
Especially after you won your last game 45-16 on the road at Haldane last Saturday. And so it'll be taken by Falco on the keeper, and he's
Nowhere
sacked.
to go. Great swarm tackling.
Loss
And
of
on the
3.
keeper, number 2, Evan Falco. Play goes for 3-yard loss. It'll bring up second down.
field is a break.
So it'll be 2nd and 13 for Falco, flanked by Oliver Evans, the 2 juniors in the backfield. And he'll pass immediately to Corderaro, a swing pass. Corderaro's got best gain of the day for the Rhinebeck offense, albeit just their 5th play on the screen pass. And it'll be
number
good
88, Matt Corderaro.
about 8 yards as it was 3rd and
With a gain of 8, it'll bring up
3rd
down
and
to
14.
5.
Now it's 3rd and 6, 3rd and 5, and it'll be a big test for the Rhinebeck offenses. You don't want to go 3 and out again. Another big play early in this one.
Yeah. Is this 4-down territory or you punt it if you don't get it here?
Punt it. Ah, it's fumbled! And it looked like Tuckahoe picked it up. And they did pick it up, so Falco tried to hand it off
by Tuckahoe.
to Evans, and he dropped it, and it's picked up by Tuckahoe. And it'll be first and 10 for the Tigers, and just an awful start to the game for the Black Hats.
Definitely, turnovers are costly, especially an easy one like that. You just seem to drop the handoff.
Those are the kind of plays that give Coach Ianello nightmares.
Yeah. Now Tuckahoe has great field position to capitalize again.
They had it after the punt on their own 45, and they scored a touchdown on about 8 to 10 plays, and now they have it on the Rhinebeck 35 after the fumble, and it wasn't even close. The defensive lineman, tough to tell who it was, but he recovered it right away.
There's a flag.
Delay a game? No, offsides, encroachment, lining up offsides in the neutral zone, so that's 5 yards.
There was a penalty
About 3rd or
against the
4th
Black Hats.
penalty against
5-yard
Rhinebeck.
mark off.
Yeah, again, those are the penalties that make coaches go crazy.
1st and 5. In motion is the running back, and he'll get close to the 1st down, and a late flag thrown by the official, and another flag, and another flag.
For Tuckahoe,
They're having a contest. Who can throw their flag the farthest?
Down on the field.
We should give the refs a mic.
I know that guy. That guy was like, my dad knows him. I don't know who he is, but my dad definitely knows him. My dad doesn't know him. How do you even work on this?
There are a couple different penalties, but
Billy-O.
Ianello doesn't like the call. Probably against Rhinebeck.
Was there a late hit?
No,
I don't think so. But are they planning on giving us this call today, or
Yeah, I don't know where you're gonna fit.
at this point? I think it's all against Rhinebeck because they're asking Tuckahoe what they want to do.
How nice am I at whipping that I'm insane, right?
Hold on the offense, excuse me. Dead ball and sportsmanlike conduct against Rhinebeck. Don't they off? It doesn't look like they offset because they're pushing Tuckahoe back. But now
They're
he
bringing
didn't
him back
realize.
forward.
There were 2 penalties on the play, one against each team.
But the,
A holding penalty against Tuckahoe.
but the
And
unsportsmanlike
then
is
after
the
the
one
play was
that's
dead, and a
enforced
sportsmanlike conduct penalty against the Black Hats.
because it was after the play. So it basically resulted in 5 yards. I don't know what happened there, but I mean, I don't know if the officials know because it's taking them 2 to 3 minutes. Shouldn't they offset? Why? Because one's an unsportsmanlike conduct?
I read one.
I wonder what the unsportsmanlike conduct was. Either way, this is turning into a long first quarter.
Yeah, I tell you,
And after the mark off on the penalty, it is a 1st down for Tuckahoe.
So it wound
It'll
up
be
being
1st
like
and
this.
10 inside the Black
So
Hats.
there was
25-yard
unsportsmanlike
line.
conduct on Rhinebeck, a hold on Tuckahoe, and it wound up being, they didn't offset because they got 6 or 7 yards. They were on like the 30, and now they're on the 24. And a pass by
He's
Lee,
open.
wide open, and he drops it! It was a little high,
Why you
but
gotta run
wide
fast?
open.
Despite that throw being high, you got to make that catch.
Yeah, good sportsmanship by Kenny. Jack Kenny picked him up. It's easy to pick him up after he
And that pass
drops
falls
Evan
incomplete,
Rivera.
intended for
Dropped
number
it
12, Evan Rivera.
wide open. Should have settled his feet, and
It'll bring
it
up
was a
second
little
down for the
high,
Tigers.
but
Nevertheless, that's
you gotta have that.
that was an easy 6 points right there.
That's a break for Rhineck. First and 10. It's on the 25. With 5:26 remaining in the first quarter. Tuckahoe's second time they got it. A handoff and another penalty. Fifth or sixth penalty. Let's hope. We can only hope this one takes a little quicker to translate.
Short gain for Tuckahoe on the run play. However, the flag on the field was a holding penalty against the Tigers.
Holding against Tuckahoe. On the run by Michael Myers.
It's good, Clark. My specialty. Gianni.
That penalty was accepted. It'll be a 10-yard mark-off from the spot of the foul.
10-yard holding
Replay,
penalty.
second
Push
down.
Tuckahoe all the way
You have to
back
come out of retirement.
to Rhineck 35. So it basically was a hold at the line of scrimmage.
David, why
Second, repeat the down, so it'll be second and 20 from the Rhineck 35. Fake scramble by Lee, quarterback keeper design, and he'll get all the way back to the original line of scrimmage, and it'll be third and 10 from the Rhineck 25 with 5 minutes in the first, and he went out of bounds, so the clock will stop.
Carry for Tuckahoe, number 4, Justin Lee. Picks up
Another
close
early
to 10
test of
yards.
this
It'll bring
defense.
up third down.
Because like we said, they didn't have a kicker warming up, so this is 4-down territory.
Definitely. Yeah, look for them to run a play where they get about 6 to 8, 9 yards if they can.
Make it a simple fourth down.
Yeah, 4th and 3, 4th and 4. Maybe another keeper for Lee or 2. Or an in motion here, and they will hand off, and Rhineck sees it. Great play by the Rhineck defense, and it'll be 4th and 14, excuse me, 4th and 14
And
from
that carry
the
for Tuckahoe goes for a
Rhineck
loss.
30,
So
and they're going
fourth
for
down
it.
and 14.
Don't punt, obviously.
Leading the
Goes
charge
for
for the
the
Black
end
Hat
zone.
defense, number 7, Steven
The guy
Derico.
kicks off, so they got a punt though. Tackle for a loss, Steven Derico. Big play here, 4th and 15 from the Rhineck 20. From the Rhineck 30.
Here comes-
And there's pressure on Lee! Wide open is the tight end, and he falls. And it'll be short.
And that pass
He
was
lost his
complete
footing,
to
and it's
number
a
18.
turnover. So it was
Jonathan Berger.
a 12-yard gain, but they needed 15.
However, he is short of a first
As
down.
He had it, did
So it results in
Berger.
a turnover and downs. It'll be Black Hats football.
Did Berger, but he fell,
With an
and then he was
excellent
touched
defensive
down
stand,
by
first down
Jack
and
Kenny.
10.
That's a great defensive stand by Rhineck, but Tuckahoe, the penalty just killed them, nearly backed them up to where they started the drive.
Yeah, first drive, penalties killed Rhineck defensively. Now this drive, the big holding penalty. And also he slipped and fell. Still as one of the very few grass fields left in Section 1, and a little muddy in the middle. Pass complete from Falco to Murphy for Rhineck's
Black Hats
first
catch.
down of
Number
the day.
11, Luke Murphy.
And that'll move the chains for the first time for the Rhineck offense.
With a pickup of 11 yards, that is good for a first down.
So
First and 10 Black Hats from their
first and 10
28-yard
Rhineck
line.
from their own 28 to the 11-yard completion from Falco to Murphy. And he looks to Porteraro for the little pass, and he gets shoved out of bounds on the sidelines. That was
And
close.
catch on the play by number 88,
Looked like
Matt
he was out of bounds. That could have been
Porteraro.
a late hit, but instead, Iannello's asking for it, and he's right. The official, I don't even, 2nd and 4.
And that 6-yard
He
gain
had got
bring up
out of
second down
bounds, and then he was
4.
hit. That's a flag. Instead, it'll be 2nd and 4 from the Rhineck 34.
Charlie, you now think how important that drop was on that open touchdown last drive for Tuckahoe.
Right, it could be 14 or 16 nothing, because like we said, they don't have a kicker, so they would have went for 2. So if they scored there, he would have went untouched if he caught it. He had all day. He
Incomplete. It'll bring up
could have just waltzed in, and he caught. It was on like the 2 or the 3 where he dropped it to Vera. It was a tad high, but you have to catch it. Should have settled his feet since he had all day. So it'll be 3rd and 4 from their own 35. Next to Falco will be Dimitri Hilton, who was on the first series, and dropping the pass right at the first down marker.
And that pass
thrown a little behind him.
Michael Colasanti. It took him to the ground, and he dropped it, and the punt unit will grudgingly come on.
How about Tuckahoe's defense so far? Giving Rhinebeck absolutely nothing.
Steven DeRico. Yeah, they only got that 1 first down there.
This is not looking like the defense that gave up 40 points last week.
As DeRico's punt is it hits Coach Iannello on the sidelines. Official stops it at the Rhinebeck 47, so it was a 12-yard punt for DeRico. 12 yards. A squibber that hit his own coach on the sidelines, but Coach Iannello caught it. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Tuckahoe from 47. So to recap, they started on Rhinebeck's 35 after the fumble. Actually, the first time they punted, they started on their own 45, scored a touchdown. Started on the Rhinebeck 35 and wound up being stopped on downs after penalties, after they recovered a fumble. And then now they sack him for the first time behind the line of scrimmage. And that was number Nick Sabia and Oliver Evans. 5-yard loss, 2nd and 15, and then now they had started this drive on the Rhinebeck 47. So not only is Rhinebeck's offense really struggled on the 2 things, but
goes for a 4-yard loss. It'll bring up 2nd down.
We talked about how important
field position
for Rhinebeck to get pressure on Justin Lee. To not let him step back and air the football out.
Offsides. Good job by Lee to draw Pulsino offsides.
And the flag on the play for offsides with the Black Hats.
So that sack basically goes for nothing as it puts it back to the line of scrimmage. It's a 2nd and 10 instead of a 2nd and 15 as they were going for it again. Lee with the fake, he'll go with it. He's got 5 yards and counting, and it'll get down to the 38, and we have a late flag on the play.
I think it was number 58, Joey Paloco, who gave a little push there at the end on Justin Lee.
For Tuckahoe.
Joey Pulsino.
Pick up of about 8 yards, and there were flags down on the field.
He gave him a little push after he was tackled.
Sportsmanlike conduct on Pulsino.
And the call is unsportsmanlike conduct against the Black Hats.
15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. We say it all the time, Raheel. The penalties are killer.
Especially those ones.
Both teams, even though last time it was killer for Tuckahoe, I mean they're still up 8-0, and now it's going to 1st and 10 from the Tuckahoe 23 on the unsportsmanlike conduct on Pulsino.
The penalty results in
I'm not sure if that's just
It'll be 1st down and 10 for Tuckahoe.
This early struggle, or because there's really no need for that.
Hands it off, and it'll just be a 2 or 3 yard gain for Michael Myers.
Tigers carry on the play by number 21, Michael Myers. Picks up about 2 yards, and it'll bring up 2nd down and 8.
Official timeout here. We'll bring Tuckahoe back.
Just turned around. Grab in the front and in the back. What happened to the blackout? What happened to the blackout?
I got black pants.
This is why they're losing. It's your fault.
So it'll be 2nd and 9 from the Rhinebeck 94. Lee airing it out towards the end zone to his big target, and no pass interference, so it'll be 3rd and 9 as it's overthrown.
And that pass intended for Jonathan Berger in the end zone falls incomplete. We'll bring up 3rd down.
For big Jonathan Berger. On the coverage was Dowsimer, and he was flirting with holding or pass interference, but nothing called. I know, yeah, that's what I said. I said it looked, that's why our director, Rob, agrees with me. I'm very happy. It'll be 3rd and 9 nonetheless, so. Lee will throw it, and now he'll run with it, and throw it, and wide open! And Tuckahoe will score again.
That's a great pass on the run.
Lee completes. Yeah, great play as he looked like he was going to keep it, and then he started to throw with it.
Drazen Parakovic.
Draws Parakovic will score a 24-yard touchdown catch from Lee. And it's 14-0, 2-point conversion on coming as no kicker for Tuckahoe. But if they keep making the 2 points, as it'll be 5 wide, a man in motion. Lee will pass it to the man in motion, and
Beautiful
it's good. 2-point conversion for Tuckahoe.
And the 2-point conversion was complete to number 21, Michael Myers.
And it's 16-0 all Tigers here with 1:39 left, and we'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports alongside Raheel Jaswal, I'm Charlie McGraw, our LMC Community Sports producer and cameraman Rob Moretti, other cameramen Matt Myerson and Jeff Radow. And it'll reach the first time, and Colasante will have it, and he'll return it to break a tackle, and he'll get to the 35. So it'll be about a 15-20 yard. Got it.
On the return for the Blackcats, number 37.
15-yard return for Michael Colasanti on the kickoff from Louis Ciavetta, his best kickoff as they kicked off to start the game 30. Scary thing is, Tuckahoe gets the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, that's
1:30 to go in the first, but still, that's scary.
I mean, this is such an important series for Rhinebeck. Because if you score a touchdown and you get 2, it's a 1-score game, believe it or not.
I think Rhinebeck does have a kick, but they have to go for 2, I guess, to keep it 1 possession, even though it's early. Let them score first. Falco's ball batted down at the line of scrimmage by Ciavetta. So 2nd and 10.
I'm a little surprised that Rhinebeck has not taken a shot deep so far.
Number 99, Ethan Torres.
2nd and 10 from their own 35.
Falco's got a good arm too. He
It'll
can
bring up
certainly
2nd
throw
down
it
for the
deep.
Blackcats.
Falco throws it, and it's caught by Dorico.
And the catch.
Dorico
Number 7,
15 yards to midfield. Steven Dorico, and first down, and the Rhinebeck crowd has a pulse.
Boy, did they need that.
For the Blackcats from midfield.
Huge play for Falco on the pass, and a great catch. He had to turn around and stop, and then catch it and secure it, and
Absorb the hit.
not bobble or drop it. And a great play by Dorico, and a huge play as they'll have it at midfield here. Falco scrambles, he'll throw it, and he'll complete it. Colasante will go to the 31 of Tuckahoe. It'll be a first down. 2 completions in a row by Falco, and the Blackcat offense is moving. First and 10 from the Tuckahoe 31.
Falco did a heck of a job to get out of trouble there because they were coming for him.
And Tuckahoe's going to have Michael Myers limp off the field. And they're going to have to call timeout. Timeout Tuckahoe, as Michael Myers couldn't get off the field and he hurt his ankle. And so we'll be right back here on LMC Varsity Sports. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports following the Tuckahoe timeout for the injured Michael Myers. I guess it was an injury timeout because the clock is running after. And it's caught! Complete! Penalty! 7-yard line, another good catch by Dorico. He's made 2 good catches here. Another injury for Tuckahoe. So Rhinebeck will have first and goal from the Tuckahoe 7, and there's an injured player on Tuckahoe. And we'll step aside as the player on Tuckahoe is injured. And we'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, 26.3 seconds, 2 injury timeouts in a row. One was from Michael Myers, linebacker, also plays running back, and Lee, the cornerback, who's the quarterback. Falco completes the touchdown pass, 7 yards to Corderoro, and it is, and they'll go for 2. Coach Iannello with the 2. They're going for 2 to make it a 1-possession game with 13.8 to go in the first quarter. 7-yard pass and a great drive by Evan Falco.
Definitely throwing out on the run, and now this is a big 2-point conversion coming up. If they can cut it to a 1-score game here.
Are you kidding me? Are you joking? Coach Ken, what are you doing? Ken.
If they miss this, I'm gonna be so mad.
16-6, it'll be a 1-possession game if they can convert the 2, and it's taken by Tuckahoe, and they blow it dead.
And the 2-point conversion is not complete.
As it was intercepted by Michael Pepperman. So it doesn't count as an interception, but it was on the 2-point conversion. Why'd they blow it dead? It was in the end zone. He could have took that back for 2 points.
Yes, but you realize what we did 2 hours ago. There's no point in them high school.
In high school, there's no rule. You're not allowed to take it back for 2 points. Good thing we got Rob here. So we'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports, 16-6. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, and the ball's off the tee, so Gennaro Bianco, who's kicking off, will have to reset it here on LMC TV. 16-6 following the touchdown and missed 2-point conversion pass that was eventually intercepted by Michael Pepperman. Tuckahoe, the 2-point conversion. It is taken by Tuckahoe's Esposito. He'll gain about 8-9 yards, and it'll be 1st and 10 Tuckahoe on
the kickoff return
33
for Tuckahoe, number 25.
with 6
Christian
seconds, so 1
Esposito.
play left in this first quarter.
Brings the ball back.
That was a very
to
important
the
defensive
Tigers'
stop on a
40
2-point conversion.
Correction, 32
Rhinebeck
yard line
converts
will be
that,
first
then it's a
down and
1-score
10.
game.
Damn hard. I said, it better be Diet Coke.
1st and 10 from their own 33. Hand it off to a new running back. Actually, he's got a couple carries, and that was Prokoporovic, as he's got caught a
And Tuckahoe carry on the play goes for 9
4-yard touchdown,
yards.
and he scored a 2-yard,
that brings us
2-point
to the end of the first quarter.
Prokoporovic been the main running back. Myers, the second one who got hurt, but that was a 8-yard run, so it'll be
While we have the
2nd
stoppage
and
of play,
3,
we'd like to take
2nd
a
and 2.
moment to pass along
When we come back on LMC Varsity
yesterday and
Sports
today.
in the second quarter, after that long first quarter. Back here on LMC TV, start of the second quarter, 16-6 Tuckahoe. They have the ball on their own 42.
Mark, give me one.
Lee will take off and fake, he'll throw, and then he'll run. And he'll get a first down. It'll be 1st and 10 from their own 46 on the 3-yard run by Lee.
That picks up a first down. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Tigers
Mark, I give you $2.
from their own 46-yard line.
So Tuckahoe will have a 1st and 10 from their own 46, and they pressure Lee, and he
Got away.
somehow he gets away. What is there, butter on his jersey? And he gets back to the line of scrimmage. How did he get out of
That
that?
was going to be a loss of 3 or 4.
It was going to be a loss of 4, or it was going to be a loss of 4 or 5, and it was a loss of 1. So it's still a
Results in a
sack
loss
of
of a yard. It'll bring up 2nd down.
But he was going to get taken down at the 40-41, and instead he got back to the 45.
Somehow
so
he
it'll be
broke
2nd and 11. And he got 4 extra yards, breaking that sack. Then he does get sacked for 1 yard anyway. So it'll be 2nd and 11 for Tuckahoe. Lee gets the snap, and he's immediately pressured, and he will go down at the line of scrimmage. He'll get maybe a yard. Good pressure on the quarterback there by Pulsino, Joey Pulsino. It'll be 1 yard for Lee. 3rd and 10 on the tackle by Pulsino. Not a sack because he got a yard. But we'll see what Tuckahoe has here.
We talked about the importance of Rhinebeck bringing pressure, not allowing Justin Lee to step back and get comfortable and sling the ball.
It would be huge if they could stop him like only a yard or 2 and maybe force him to punt instead of go for it.
Definitely. And there's a flag.
And prior to the snap, we have a false start against Tuckahoe. There'll be a 5-yard mark off on the play.
Huge penalty.
3rd down.
It'll be 3rd and 15 instead of 3rd and 15 instead of 3rd and 10.
The officials have been busy throwing those flags.
About the 8th or 9th one. Lee has it. He'll throw it, and a flag on the play. At the line of scrimmage, could be a hold. Decline.
And that pass intended for number 44 draws in
Lee
Baroka that falls incomplete. However, there is a flag down on the
Lee
field.
recovered quick from that injury, though.
Yeah.
That was. He came back about 3 plays later, as that was on the play before the touchdown.
And there's another discussion on what the penalty
They got
is.
a decline, right? Make it 4th and 16 instead of 3rd and 26. Don't make it 3rd and 26. Make it 4th and 16. They punt.
It's going to be very interesting for what they're going to do for the punt. I mean, their kickoffs have been very short, so you don't expect them to have a huge leg out there.
Although their last kick was their longest, so they're improving. But why would they push him back? You got to decline. They'll decline it. It'll be 4th and 16, obviously.
And that indication was a holding
Everyone
penalty
knows you
against
should
the
decline it.
Tigers.
That little kid screaming knows.
That penalty will be declined. It'll bring up
Rob's
4th down.
1.5-year-old daughter knows. I don't know why that took so long. This game's like on a delay down there. Like, what's going on here? Right
I have no idea.
They're going for it?
I mean, they don't have a kicker. I mean,
I wonder if Lee does the quick punt though. He might pooch punt it. Timeout Tuckahoe. So Tuckahoe will call it timeout 9:50. So if you're keeping
And prior to
score,
that snap, there's a
this
timeout
game
on
has
the field for Tuckahoe.
taken
So
50
here we go with the
minutes.
results from
50
earlier
minutes to
action.
play 14 minutes and 10
Girls
seconds
Varsity
of
Soccer
action.
with the
50
2-1
minutes in
win
real
versus
time.
Ardsley.
We'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports. Following the Tuckahoe timeout, it'll be 4th and 15 from their own 40. Lee is snapping, but keep going further back. The quarterback, and he will pooch punt it, and it'll be a decent punt, as that'll roll about 15-20 yards. It landed on the 40, and it
And on
rolled
that punt,
17
down
yards.
to the 23-yard line,
from
it'll
the
be
40,
1st down and 10.
so that's a 35-yard punt for Lee, and it worked out for Tuckahoe. Good play call here on LMC Varsity Sports, and the offense, no break, as we'll They'll stay on the field here. That was wound up being a good punt on the roll. They couldn't field it because it was too low and wobbly, and that caused a 15, 20-yard roll.
Yeah, they got the lucky bounce there.
It was like a sideways roll punt from Lee. Wound up working, and Falco goes back. He has to escape, and he does, and he throws it long, turning around late with Corneraro and to Rico. And a late flag on the field.
Corneraro. That falls incomplete. There is a penalty marker on the field.
That's a tough throw to make. He threw it across his body.
About the 11th or 12th penalty, and we're just 14 and a half in.
He was on the field, we were winning 21-0.
Illegal forward pass. He was in front of the line of scrimmage.
And that call on the field was for an illegal forward pass. As the throw occurred past the line of scrimmage.
5-yard penalty. Loss of downs.
Results in a 5-yard mark-off and a replay of the down.
Loss of downs.
Or correction,
Lincoln.
loss of down.
So it'll be 2nd and 14, loss of downs, 5-yard penalty. Illegal pass in front of line of scrimmage. Colasacchi! Great catch! And he breaks free! Colasacchi at the 40! He's at the 30! And he breaks another tackle! He's going the other way! And it's a Rhineck first down! So that is a 50-yard
60-yard pass. It'll be first and 10 for the
62-yard pass as they were on their own 20. 5-yard penalty. 30. 62 yards. Falco to Colasanti, and a huge play, and it's first and 10 from the Rhineck 18.
He did a great job of breaking the initial tackle.
And then breaking the second tackle.
Yeah.
To get 3 or 4 extra yards.
Intended for number 88, Matt Corderaro.
So he was
falls
being
incomplete.
chased
It'll bring up second down.
by Rivera, Evan Rivera, who dropped that ball, was chasing him. Second and 10 from the 18.
Oh yeah, Mike!
Everybody around me knows what he said, but I have no clue.
Timeout, Rhineck. We'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports. 9 minutes to go, second quarter, in what could be one of the longest time games in Section 1 history.
And we have a timeout on the field.
Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, alongside Raheel Jaswal, I'm Troy McGraw. Falco will throw, and it will be caught by Joseph Leone.
Joe Leone. Correction, the back official waved that off.
The back official called it incomplete, so no completion to Leone. Another questionable call by the officials. First of all, the closer official called it a catch, and then the further official comes in and waves it off. Someone sent Section 1 of the tape for the first this game. Exactly. Falco will throw it towards the end zone. Corneraro got hit.
And there's a pass interference.
And that pass intended for number 88, Matt Corderaro, falls incomplete. However, there is a flag down on the field.
He was tackled by Rivera. Boy, Rivera's having a bad game. Dropped that touchdown pass, and now a pass interference on the end zone.
Yeah, that drop at the start of the game was huge. That had the opportunity to give him a
pass interference
what was it?
Against Tuckahoe.
What was it?
Yeah, that would have made it 14-0 because they were up 8-0.
right.
That was the drive they got stopped
That's right.
at their own 40.
Then after that, a string of penalties came that killed their drive.
You're right. If they made that catch, they'd be up 24 or 22-6. Instead, it's just 16-6.
And after the mark-off, that'll move the ball inside the 10-yard line, where it'll be first down and goal for the Blackcats.
Just the 10-yard penalty? In high school, pass interference 10 yards as opposed to spot of the foul NFL and 15 yards in college. Falco will keep it, go towards the end zone. Dives! Touchdown! Evan Falco!
Blackcat touchdown!
I said kickback.
Number 2, Evan Falco.
Falco, 7-yard touchdown run on the keeper, and it is so he's got a 7-yard TD pass to quarter row, then 7-yard TD run.
Is Falco staying out there?
I think they should just kick the field goal, make it 16.
Make it 16-13.
Make it a 3-point game.
I mean, but if you do get
Looks like they'll go for 2.
I mean, if you get the 2-point
Much to the
conversion,
dismay of the student section right next to us.
if you get the 2-point conversion, then I mean, I guess a field goal gives you the lead, but
See what they do here. Falco will have it. Falco has it, and
that's gonna be close.
stop him. Short,
They
no good.
just stop him in. Questionable there to not just
And
kick
that
the
2-point
PAT.
is no good.
16-12. So Tuckahoe leads with 2 touchdowns and 2
However, the
two-point
Blackcats close the
conversions,
gap.
and Rhinebeck scored 2 touchdowns,
On the touchdown,
but missed the
number 2,
2-point
Evan
conversions
Falco.
twice. So it's 16-12 with 8:28 to go. We'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, following the 7-yard TD run by Evan Falco, but then the miss on the 2-point conversion where they runned it with Falco. It will be returned by Tuckahoe's Jaden Gerald, and he'll take it about 15 yards to the 30, so it'll be first and 10.
On the return for the
Tuckahoe,
Tigers, number 17, Jaden
the
Gerald.
worst starting field position of the day for
Brings the
Tuckahoe.
ball back to the
I mean, this is
30-yard line.
also
Will be
another
first down
important
19
drive
for the Tigers.
for them to get their offensive rhythm back since the first quarter
Another important drive for the for the Rhinebeck defense.
as well. Yeah.
So Lee Lee under center for Tuckahoe, 8:20 to go. He'll pitch, and it'll be taken by Prorokovic, and he'll take it 3 yards for
On the carry for the Tigers, number 44, Johnson Parakovic. With a pickup of 4 yards. And on the tackle for the Blackcats,
When in doubt,
number 9,
trust
Jack
Lincoln.
Kenny, and number 7, Stephen
over
Dorico.
Rob. I trust Rob's pronunciations. So it'll be 2nd and 7 from their own 34. Lee will Parokovic will take it to the 1 yard shy of a first down at the 40. It'll be 3rd and 1 for Tuckahoe from their own 30, from their own 40. Advantage Tuckahoe on the 3rd and 1, but a huge play here. Raheel.
Yeah, especially considering that they don't have a kicker. I think they'd go another pooch punt, but still, I mean, if you're right, get the stop here and you have another chance.
Yeah, Lee's punt was lucky.
With a pickup of
15,
5
20
yards,
sideways. So
or actually 7 yards, it'll bring up first down.
Regularly, they
It
They
looks
gave
like they got
it
a
an
first
extra
down.
yard, so instead of a 3rd and 1, it is now a 1st and 10 from their own 40. Another questionable call by the officials. And it'll be a 1 or 2 yard gain, ripping it out. The officials say it was late, so it was after the play.
Tigers carry on the play, number 25, Christian Esposito. With a pickup of 2
1
of
yard,
the second down.
2 yard gain by Esposito. And Dorico said he ripped it out, but the official said he was down, so it'll be 2nd and 8 from their own 43 with 6:30 to go. Leo pass, and it'll be dropped on a big hit. Good hit by Jack Kenny.
Oh,
Is ended on the play by
Breaks it
number
up by
9,
Berger.
Jack Kenny.
And a flag on Tuckahoe. We'll move him back.
How many penalties is that?
About 12 and counting, 13.
On that play, there is a penalty flag on the
More on
field.
Tuckahoe now, about 7 or 8 on Tuckahoe, about 5 or 6 on Rhinebeck. Holding 10 yards, pushing back, it'll still be second down now. Because instead of
And the
third and
indication is a
8,
holding
it'll
penalty
be a second
against the
and 8.
Tigers.
So they'll be all the way back on their own.
It is a 10-yard mark off.
Second and 18.
And they'll replay second down.
Instead of second and 8, instead of third and 8. So it'll be second from their own 34. They'll have to go to the Rhinebeck 49 for a first down. Definitely passing situation, although they have the 2 running backs in. That backup running back Myers, he's limping on the sidelines. Looks ready though. I see he got injured. Lee fakes it, bootleg and held.
Nowhere to go.
Nowhere to go. Gang tackles out of bounds by Dorico and Evans. And it'll be third and long.
Quarterback keeper number 4, Justin
About
Lee.
third and 17-18 after the 1 yard gain for Lee.
He gets pushed out of bounds. It'll be third down and long for Tuckahoe.
Does Tuckahoe go with a play for, I don't know, 13 or 14 yards and try the 4th down from here?
Yeah, well, I mean, they got 18 yards to go, so that, I mean, they could try a play for between 10 and 13 yards, like you said. They'll fake a run, and they don't see it coming, and they slow him down, and then they sack him for a loss. What a play call there, and it's a sack by
sack on the play.
Mateo Cooper, but Gennaro Bianco. No, it's not Lincoln. Another mistake by PA announcer Lincoln. Gennaro Bianco slowed him down, and then he was sacked by Cooper. Cooper with the sack, and Bianco with the assist as he slowed him down unofficially, but Cooper gets the sack, and it'll be 4th and long from their own 25, and we'll see a
interesting punt situation.
Punter for the first time. It'll be Chiavati, the kickoff specialist, and Chiavati will kick one high, and won't go long. They got to get out of the way. It nearly hits him. No.
Did it hit him?
And it did. It hit. Oh my God! It hit Hilton, and it'll be recovered by Tuckahoe. They didn't see the ball. An inexcusable play by Rhinebeck, and it will be first down from Tuckahoe. And this is,
you have to know where the ball is.
It was so high by Chiavetta. Hilton didn't see it. It hit his leg, and it'll automatically go back to Tuckahoe. And this is the kind of game that makes you want to crawl in a hole and hide away for a long time. Just an ugly game so far.
And a huge maybe momentum shifter now, because Rhinebeck was ready to get the ball back, and their offense has been playing great these last couple of drives, but they've given Tuckahoe a lifeline here.
In defense of Hilton, it was very, very close. I'm not even 100% sure it hit his leg. The call came from the FAR official who's been bad all game in front of the Rhinebeck bench. It might not have been, it was very close. Hopefully Rob got a good shot of it. But Hilton, Tuckahoe sold it in front of him, and I don't know if it even 100% hit him.
Let's just put another question.
On that play, just get out of the way. Nobody should have even been there. They should have ran out of the way. Instead, it hits Hilton on the leg, and it's recovered by Tuckahoe. They would have had the ball at their own 45, Rhinebeck, and Falco was cooking. 16-12, still 4 minutes to go, 4:22. So they went out of bounds, but
now Tuckahoe has to take advantage. They've been given a lifeline here.
This has been anything but a clean football game.
Very ugly. And another flag.
This one's against Tuckahoe. Another one. False start.
Prior to the snap, there was a false start against the Tigers.
These penalties are
5-yard penalty,
just drive stoppers and killers.
Second down.
It'll be 2nd and 10 from from the Tuckahoe 46 following the false start. Play still stopped because Lee went out of bounds. And they'll hand it off, and they'll be stopped. Midfield, about a 3-4 yard gain for Myers, his first run since staying injured on defense. And it'll be 3rd and
carry on the play goes for 3 yards.
6.
It'll bring up 3rd down.
3rd and 6 from midfield with 4 minutes to go. And we'll have the 4-minute warning. 4-minute warning here.
That brings us to the 4-minute warning for the half. Again, the 4-minute warning for the first half.
Canada, they have a 3-minute warning in the CFL.
Oh, Johnny.
Why they called a 4-minute warning? The official says put 350. But they called it at the. What if it's the 4-minute warning? Oh, because that's when the play ended. And Lee's getting chased by Dorico. What a catch by the guy who dropped the touchdown, his first catch of the game, Rivera.
Making up for his mistakes.
First down, so that'll be a 10-yard completion to the Rhinebeck 40. The defender was all over him and he makes the catch. And it'll be 1st and 10 from the Rhinebeck 30. Rhinebeck 40 to
Black Hat territory.
go.
That was also a fantastic throw on the run. He was getting chased.
Oh yeah, by great Dorico, the cornerback, defensive back, chased him.
And that carry goes for a short gain. However, there is a flag
And
down
another
the field.
flag on the play. 15 and counting.
He's out there.
And the
Ed
calls
Ball
on sportsmanlike conduct
on
penalty
sportsmanlike
against the Black
conduct
Hats.
against Rhinebeck.
That's the second one. That's the second
Second
or third
one.
one today.
Did not see.
Was it a late hit or?
All I see
That'll be
is
a 15-yard mark-off and a first down for the Tigers.
high school. They don't give the numbers, right, for the penalties. Sometimes it's obvious. That one was not. Did not see.
I didn't see anything out of the ordinary.
Once again, Tuckahoe gets the ball to start the second half. So
Yeah,
this is a huge stand for Rhinebeck. And as they don't have a kicker, it's touchdown or bust for Tuckahoe.
I dare you. Look at Pedro.
Lee takes off, just holds on to the football, and he's tackled by Mateo Cooper.
Very close to ripping
And
that
that
ball
play goes
out.
for short loss to
Zachary
bring up second down and
Pena
12.
Was the
In on the
game
tackle for the Black Hats, number 52,
and
Mateo Cooper.
was also there. Actually, a 2-yard sack is the call, so it'll be 2nd and 12 from the Rhinebeck 27. Lee back, he's getting chased, and he'll throw it. It'll be dropped out of bounds. Good defense by Jack Kenny.
And that pass for the Tigers falls incomplete. It'll bring up 3rd down and 12.
And Rhinebeck now has another opportunity in these next 2 plays to get off the field.
Defense.
So it'll be 3rd and 12 from the Rhinebeck 27. Timeout Tuckahoe. It's got to be their last. Although I guess they didn't charge him for the injury timeout.
We have a timeout on the field for
So we'll be
Tuckahoe.
right back on LMC Varsity Sports. Back here following the timeout by Tuckahoe with 2:43 to go, 16-12 Tigers from the Rhinebeck 27. The 3rd and 12 Lee gets it, swing pass, and that's a good play call because he's tough to bring down, but he'll get 7 yards. And we talked about this earlier. They were going 2 plays for 12 yards to get the first down, and they got 1 for 6. So now they need another 1 for 6 to Berger. The big.
A pickup of 9, it'll bring up 4th down.
With no kicker, and it would be a 35-yarder from there. And they don't have a kicker, so regardless, they'll go for it. Snap. Lee dumps it to Berger. 2 plays to Berger. And they will. They'll have to measure.
And that pass
No,
was
they move
complete
him
to
first
number
down.
18,
Berger
Jonathan
just
Berger.
got it.
Using the
About 1 yard and using his
It was
body.
enough for first down.
He gets it by about 1 yard.
For the
1st and
Tigers.
10 from the
Inside Black
Rhinebeck
Hat 15-yard line.
13 with 153 and counting.
watch Berger now. They're probably gonna take a lot of shots at him down here.
Tuckahoe's trying to milk time so Rhinebeck doesn't get the ball back.
Because Tuckahoe does get the ball to start the second half.
He's a body, bro. That's what we were talking about on the bench.
Lee, quarterback keeper, he goes towards the end zone.
No, I didn't get it.
And he's stopped just shy. So it'll be first and
And on that carry for Tuckahoe, number 4, Justin Lee.
first and goal from the Rhinebeck
12 brings
3.
up first down and
Right
goal
to the sticks. Lee gets it.
from about the 3-yard line.
Watch the bootleg here with
He was
Justin
going for the
Lee.
touchdown, but almost went down short to basically take more time off the clock. Because now Tuckahoe can take as much time as they want, so Rhinebeck has no time. I mean, it's too late now, but Coach Iannello should have called timeout.
They're just milking the clock.
He should have called timeout as soon as he went down. Lee will run it, and he'll score easily, untouched. Touchdown for Lee. He'll go for 2 without the kicker, and that'll make it
And on the
22-12.
keeper, number 4, Justin
Charlie,
Lee
talk about
with the
momentum
touchdown.
swings. This all came from the muffed punt. The questionable call, but
Yeah, it wasn't even it was so high, and he didn't see it.
it hit him in the back of the
It
leg.
hit him in the back of the leg if it did hit him, and Hilton, and they called it, and then Tuckahoe got it. So it was a turnover after your defense worked so hard. It's keeping your defense on the field. And Lee will throw back, and he'll throw it, and it'll be caught.
And the 2-point conversion is good.
So it'll be a 12-point game.
That's got to be a killer for the Merrimack defense, Rhinebeck defense. Especially how they were able to get off the field, and again the questionable call with the punt because it was close. It wasn't obvious that it touched the back of his leg.
And Rivera redeems himself, 2-yard, 2-point conversion catch. It's hard to see on the other side of the field, and they'll pull the offense right in here. I mean, Falco's got the arm. They have 2 or 3 timeouts left. I think they have all 3 timeouts. They could get it quickly the way they stop it in high school and get out of bounds, and the way this kickoff is huge because if Rhinebeck can get it to the 40, they'll have a shot. 56.1, 24-12. Tuckahoe. After it was 16-12, and then it was the punt just hit the leg of Dimitri Hilton. For some reason, they had the 3 guys near the punt returner, and the ball came down on a short punt that was so high off the front of Chiavetta and recovered by Tuckahoe. They got the ball right back, and then they went and scored after Rhinebeck had stopped them.
Now let's see about the kickoff because they haven't been able to really get it past the 20-yard line.
They got to the 40, but then there was a penalty, and it goes, and they let it go, and it's picked up, and it's fumbled, and it was fielded on down, and that his knee was down when he fielded it. So that's where Rhinebeck will take over, and that was Luke Murphy who fielded it on the ground on his own 25.
At their own 25-yard line, they will take over with under a minute to go.
The only good thing with that was they only took 3 seconds off the clock, went from 44 to 51. So
they are relatively backed up here. It's
yeah,
gonna be
they're
very
on their own
tough.
25, so they have to go 75 yards. They didn't want to kick an extra point when they should have, so it's touchdown like it is for Tuckahoe, touchdown and bust. Falco is being chased.
He's got to get rid of it.
He hauls it in. He gets to the 35, 40, and he's out of bounds. Falco with a 20-yard run. He shakes off the hit from Gerald's. Another play where he basically hit him out of bounds right in front of the official. That could have been a late hit out of bounds. He went into it. He hit him out of bounds almost. Could have been 15 yards roughing.
That would have been a huge call if they had called that.
I mean, it was right in front of him. He was going out of bounds.
And we've seen a couple of those today that haven't been called.
And 1 foot was in, 1 foot was out. He could have called it. Falco throwing, 40 seconds. Falco throws it long. He's got a man. Corneraro looking for a highlight reel catch. One hand couldn't make it. Incomplete, stops the clock. 33-14, 2nd and 10 from the 45. So 2nd and 10 with 33.4. They still have the timeouts too. That's why before, even if he didn't get out of bounds with the thing, completes it. Could have got a couple more yards.
Oh, that might be coming back for holding.
Complete to number 7, Steven DeRico. However, there is a flag down on the field.
And it's going
An
against.
indication is a holding penalty against the Black Hats.
Yep.
Good call there, Raheel.
Look at Coach I. Very good.
Do you take a couple short passes to get a little towards midfield and then try a Hail Mary, or because you still have a couple timeouts to use?
That's a killer penalty.
Yeah.
Instead of 3rd and
The
5.
10-yard mark on it.
Instead of 3rd and 5 at
Replay, second
midfield. That's a 15-yard penalty instead of 3rd and 5. Why is the clock running? And the officials realize they throw the flag.
Has no timeout flag.
Tuckahoe called timeout, even though they don't have a timeout left. So we'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports. Big surprise, the refs making many mistakes again.
Prior to that play, there was a timeout.
So very confusing, as it looked like the clock was running with 33 seconds. Shouldn't have been running because of the penalty. And the play before that was out of bounds. Falco throwing here from his 35. It's complete to Colasanti. He will get to the 43. They don't need to call their timeouts. Coach Kevin McQuaid was ready to call timeout, but they couldn't. But they didn't need to because they went out of bounds.
And now they've got some time left, 15 seconds.
Carries the ball out of bounds at the Tuckahoe 44-yard line. Will be first down and 10 for the Black Hats.
I mean, that was exactly what you didn't want to happen. If you're Tuckahoe, you have to watch the deep ball because now Rhinebeck has a real chance to score.
So even though they were running the clock, shouldn't have been, they stopped it. Tuckahoe called timeout. It didn't appear that Tuckahoe had timeouts, and they called the timeout with 8.3 left. It'll be first down. Rhinebeck first.
A fucking crap kick.
What
That
happened?
pass intended for Michael Colasanti falls incomplete.
It's incomplete.
Second
It
down.
looked like it was a completion to Colasanti. They say it was incomplete, so a second with 9 seconds to go. This clock, there's no tenths of a second.
What is that, college range? No, isn't that college range? From the 45. How do you 45 Yeah, that's college, that more, NFL. Man, that's NFL. Yeah, that's like a 60-yard field goal.
That's 65 yards.
That's what I thought.
It'll be completed. He's got to go down. And they get the timeout with 2.4 seconds.
That pass complete
So
to
it'll
number
be
7, Steven DeRico.
Dorico gets the 15-yard completion from
Yeah, 15
Falco.
yards. It'll bring up
It'll be
first down and 10 from the 30.
with 2 seconds to go.
There's a timeout on the field for the Black Hats.
Tuckahoe 30. They still had I think a timeout or 2 left.
They just used one here, so.
I think they still have 1 left if they. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports alongside Raheel Jaswell and Troy McGrath. First and 10 from the 30 with 2.4, 1 second left, 24-12.
Here we go.
They rush Falco. Falco's got to throw it. He escapes. He points. He throws to the end zone. And it's dropped! Right in the hands of Evans. And Evans dropped
And the
it.
pass into
It
the
looked
end
like
zone
that was
falls
a
incomplete.
touchdown for Rhinebeck. Instead,
And that brings
Evans
us to the
drops it.
conclusion of the first half.
They had 3 guys there. 2 were open. Colasanti was open. Evans was open. And double teamed was Murphy. Instead of it being 24-18 or 24-20 or 24-19, it's 24-12 at the half, and Tuckahoe will get the ball back here on LMC Varsity Sports. Great play call instead. It's 24-12 Tuckahoe at the end of the half. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports at the start of the second half, alongside Raheel Jaswell, I'm Troy McGraw, and it'll be kicked off deep by Christian Frabazili, and Tuckahoe will have to pick it up on the 5, and they will take it to the 20 where they'll be tackled. 15-yard return, great kick by Christian Frabazili, first time it's kicked off, and that was
Tuckahoe returns the
15
kickoff
yards.
to their own 20-yard line, where it'll be first down and 10.
Rockovic, and that's what Tuckahoe will take over with, again, their worst field position of the day. Last time they had the worst field position, they got down and punted, but then they got the turnover off of it, so we'll see what can happen here. And a long throw, and a nice pitch and catch. 20.
He's still
Going. 25, 30 yards.
Look at
still going.
Jeez. Just dragging people with him.
35 yards for.
And on the catch,
Evan Rivera.
number 12, Evan Rivera.
Of course, he's the one who dropped the touchdown in the first half. But
After that big
was a nice
it'll be
play.
first and 10
And that was
for
also
the
some great
Tigers
protection
in
on
Black Hat
Justin Lee.
territory at the
He had
45-yard
all day
line.
to throw that ball.
yeah, Justin Lee, good pass, good protection, and great catch by Rivera. And he went about 10, 15 extra yards, dragging the defense behind the line of scrimmage. A huge hit.
We heard that hit from
Oliver Evans tackles Myers hard, and he's shaking up again.
You could hear that hit from here.
And
Myers
that catch,
limps
number
off.
21, Michael Myers.
Heard it before.
Play goes for a short loss. It'll bring up second down.
Official tries to stop the clock. Still running. Myers gets off the field safely. Second time he hurt his ankle. The official doesn't realize it was running the whole time. He tried to stop it, but it was running the whole time. I guess maybe he holds the play clock, but still. Second and 12. Try to get him off sides. They held. Lee gets the snap.
You can keep it.
It went to the right, so he'll keep it that way, and he'll be stopped at the Rhinebeck 40.
And on the run, number 4, Justin Lee. And the pickup for 5, it'll bring up third down.
3rd and 7. It's second and 12, 5-yard gain, 3rd and 7 from the Rhinebeck 43. A big play here. Might do a play for about 4 or 5 if they can.
And then go for the manageable fourth down.
4th and 1. They'll pass instead. Lee will float it to the big. Looked out of bounds. That looked out of bounds from here. I know it is 1 foot. They were both out of bounds.
And that pass
I don't think
complete
Matt
on the
got the
sideline
shot,
to
but
number
they
8,
looked like they were both out of
Jonathan
bounds.
Didn't rule complete.
That was very close to
Out of
Berger.
bounds at the Black Hat
It looked like-
31-yard line. It'll be first down and 10 for the
But
Tigers.
with that being said, the whole 1 foot needs to be in. Looked like half of his foot was out, half of it was in.
Another
Nonetheless,
questionable
it's a
call.
first down. Lee gets it, hands it off, and it's a good run by Michael Myers right back in, so I guess his ankle's fine. And it'll be second down and 1.
On the carry for the Tigers, number 21, Michael Myers.
From the 23.
Picked up after an 8-yard gain. It'll bring up second and 2.
First down for Tuckahoe. Good hit, though,
And they're really moving the football.
by Barberi and Evans.
That Tigers carry is enough for a first down. First and 10. On the Black Hat 20-yard line.
Just so you can hit me in the stomach.
On the tackle for the Black Hats, number 3, Oliver Evans.
Huge. With the 24-12 lead, and they turned it over. Does Tucker they turned it over once, I think.
On downs. And
They never had any turnovers.
No.
Yeah.
but
And Lee goes towards the pylon, and he'll get stopped at the 4.
And-
Goes towards the middle of the end zone.
Rhinebeck had the early fumble
First and goal 4. And then they had the fumble. Rhinebeck had 2 turnovers. That early fumble
and the punt.
and the punt, which hit
And on
off
the
the
carry, number
leg
4
of Hilton.
for
So they had
Tuckahoe,
2 turnovers.
Justin Lee.
And then it will be first and goal from the 5.
That was enough for first down. It's first and goal inside the 10-yard line.
It's a tough task, but goal line standard. They need one. 24-12. Desperately. Lee will hand off, and
he's in.
It'll be one play and a touchdown for Rakovic. And Draz Parakovic will score 5-yard touchdown run. So he's got a 2-yard, 2-point conversion run, 24-yard touchdown catch, and now a 5-yard touchdown run for Parakovic. And they'll go for 2 as they haven't used a kicker, and it's 30-12, 8-18. Rhinebeck needs to respond with a quick touchdown. A good start would be to hold them on this 2-point conversion. Keep it 18 and not 20.
I think they're 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions.
Already, yeah. Make it 4 for 4.
Evan Rivera.
8 times 4, 32, and that's what they have for Tuckahoe. Evan Rivera's second.
To number 12, Evan Rivera.
Second 2-yard, 2-point conversion catch. And Tuckahoe 4 for 4 on the 2-point conversions, and it's 32-12, 8:18 to go with a tough task ahead for Rhinebeck here on LMC Varsity Sports. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, alongside Raheel Jaswal and Charlie McGraw. Kicking off will be Chiavetta. A squib kick fielded and taken by Rhinebeck, and making a nice move here with it. And it'll be a 10-yard return, as it was returned from the 32. Actually, 11-yard return for
number 8, Ethan Lithgow.
Ethan Lithgow with the 12-yard return. So it'll be 1st and 10. Rhinebeck manageable 57 yards to the end zone. 1st and 10, a good return by Lithgow. If he broke that one tackle, he's going towards the sidelines, but he could have got about 10, 15 more yards maybe.
And you have to think that this is a must-score quick drive. You got to score quickly here if you're Rhinebeck.
Definitely. 8:09, 32-12.
I mean, Falco sure has the arm to throw it deep.
A hand off. No, Falco will keep. He put it in the hands of Falco. Will get 7-8 yards. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Number 2, Evan Falco.
Faked it to Hilton. And he kept
pick up of 8, it'll bring up 2nd down
for 3 yards. So it'll be 2nd and 3. Just past midfield, so one play and they work in the 8 yards. Fake again. It was in the hands.
Nice spin move.
It was in the hands of.
And on the carry, number 2, Evan Falco.
It was in the hands of Hilton, and then
we'll pick up of about 5 yards. That's enough for first
Falco
down.
kept it, basically like pulled it away from
the Tigers' 43-yard line.
Hilton. But I think it's a good time to pass here.
Yeah,
it's a minute gone by so far in this drive. They got the first down, but
and a short pass. Oh, low.
He dropped it.
Incomplete.
Skip by Falco. Good idea. They could have gotten something out of that, but instead it'll be 1st and 2nd and 10.
Number 7, Steven Dorico falls incomplete. It'll bring up 2nd down.
It's going a lot. It's going for them to keep pace. They need a score and then a stop. 7:16 to go in this third.
Falco's gonna
quarter. Falco keeps it, he fakes it. This time he faked it to Evans and not Hilton. And it'll be a keeper for 7-8 yards. And right in front of him, the Tuckahoe player's taunting him, but the official does not throw a flag. Like seriously, what do these guys do? Like what are they looking at? Like right in front of him, the Tuckahoe player got in Falco's face, and he doesn't throw a flag. He definitely has allegiance to Tuckahoe, the official right here. I've never, right? Did you see that? No, you could see he said something to him. You saw that though, right? They were both jawing at each other, and he got in his face. Nonetheless, it's 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4. And that play call did not pay off for Rhinebeck. The sweep run by Luke Murphy. He's tackled.
And on the carry, number 11, Luke Murphy.
Huge backwards play, and Falco's telling Murphy he didn't go the right way. 4th and 7 now, 4-yard loss.
4 down territory?
Yeah.
When you're down 32-12?
Yeah, you gotta go for it. Wow, they actually they gave him forward progress. Instead of being 4th and 7, it's 4th and 4. So only a 1-yard loss. It's getting noticeably darker as we're in the past 5 o'clock because this game's taking a while here. The 3 o'clock start was due to the PSATs. Joe, athletic director Joe told me. Joe Seglia. And it'll be Falco throwing here and completing to Quartararo, and he'll go out of bounds at the 31.
That pass is complete to number 88, Matt Quartararo.
And it'll be 1st and 10 from the Tuckahoe 31, and Rhinec's got to start.
Enough for first down. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Blackhawks.
He went out of bounds, but you got to start going.
You got to throw the ball deep now.
We're just outside the Tuckahoe 30-yard line.
This is urgent. Kenya.
So it'll be 1st and 10 from the Tuckahoe 31. They swing it out to Steven DeRico, and he'll get 7-8 yards. And it'll be 2nd and 4.
And that pass
2nd and 3.
Number 7, Steven DeRico.
DeRico's hurt, so we'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, walking off the field, just walking off, was DeRico with the trainer.
There's a deep throw.
And Quartararo, great defense there, stepping in and batting it down by Evan Rivera, and it'll be 3rd and 3. They had the idea that would have been at the 5-minute mark. A little short on the pass. Had to throw it over Rivera. They had a second as DeRico getting stretched out by athletic trainer Drainoff. 5 minutes exactly left. 32-12. Tuckahoe. The same amount of points they scored in a loss to Briarcliff last week, 40-32. So now we know how they got 32 last week. 4 touchdowns, and I guess they got all the 2-point conversions.
I say so.
Unless that was a little excessive on that tackle. No call. Hurt player badly.
Number 2, Evan Falco.
Is Jonathan Sassa. We'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, they'll face their 2nd, 4th down, about the same amount that they had earlier, 4th and 4. This one is on the Tuckahoe 25, and it's not too late and stuff. This is basically the game here. I mean, 32-12. They got to score. A couple things have hurt them, not getting their 2-point conversions, the turnovers, the 2 turnovers. But Rhinec, I mean, also they took 4 minutes out of this drive too. And Falco,
nowhere to go.
They faked it. If he had actually handed it off to Hilton, who hasn't really seen a carry, that might have been a good play call because they haven't given it to him all along. Instead, Falco.
It will not be enough for first down.
Falco got nothing, maybe 1 yard. I don't know what game Coach Lincoln's watching, but anyway, 1 yard for Falco, and it'll be 1st and 10 for Tuckahoe on their own 25. Yeah, he didn't gain anything there. And I mean, they've done that play on that drive 5-6 times, and they it worked a couple times, but Tuckahoe picked up on it. So
surprised they didn't try and go deep more. Only tried 1 deep pass, especially when you need to score quickly.
And the deep pass just missed. Although it was close, it was a good defensive play there by Rivera. Tuckahoe with the run, dragging players down. And finally they call him dead.
And I think the main important thing for Tuckahoe here is just Tuckahoe is not to turn the ball over. Just no silly interceptions or fumbles or anything like that to give Rhinec a chance.
And in the opposite sense, that's what Rhinec needs. Is Rhinec
turnover.
Needs a turnover. Bianco limps off the field. We'll hand it off. Great job to get out of it. They had him stopped for no gain or a loss, and breaking out of it was Myers for 2-3 yards. So it'll be 3rd and 2.
And on the carry for the Tigers, number 21, Michael Myers.
What are these guys looking at? Seriously, how is that a first down? They stopped him 3 yards short. They gave him a first down.
Pick up a 5, just enough for first down. It'll be 1st and 10.
I've never seen, oh my God. He stopped him 2 yards short at least, and they gave him a first down. He did stop him. They'll hand off here. Myers. They'll wrap him up early. Actually, not Myers. It was Prorakovic. Prorakovic will be stopped for no gain, 2nd and 10.
And then carry by
That they spotted.
for a short gain. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, I've seen Jack. Because you just go, don't be sorry, be better. I was like, even just move over!
So 2nd, they gave him a yard or 2. 2nd and 9, 2nd and 8. Switching sides, Tuckahoe. Assistant coach is calling it out from the press box, and they will stop him for a loss of 1 or 2. Back to the original line of scrimmage. That was Prorakovic.
That play goes for a short loss.
Huge play here, 3rd and 10.
And it's going to be 3rd down and 11 for the Tigers.
Huge play here.
Definitely. Not to mention with the Tuckahoe's punt situation.
Although that one punt worked out.
But that was a real lucky.
They both worked out because the other one, as Lee will run.
He's gonna have enough.
Here, more than enough. They haven't thrown once on this play set of downs here. This drive, they haven't
and on the quarterback keep, number
thrown
4,
it
Justin
once
Lee.
in 6-7 carries and get another first down. 1st and 10 to their own on their own 46.
I mean, you don't expect them to really throw the ball much. It's only the 3rd quarter still, but
they have been
32-12 lead.
They have been airing it out a lot, man.
This
game, yeah. Got out of bounds, so it stopped the clock.
No, you're going to ruin the record.
Tuckahoe waiting. They'll check their playbook on the line as they got the call from head coach Tom Eitri. Hands off. It would be no gain, or a gain of 2-3 yards for Christian Esposito, who's been the 3rd running back, as Prorakovic's gotten the most carries, then Myers, then Esposito.
Goes for a yard, it'll bring up 2nd down
and Lee probably has had more runs than Prorakovic. Lee's probably carried it the most. The quarterback got 1 yard, 2nd and 9. But both their punts have worked out because that one punt went for 35 by Lee.
The other
it
one was
rolled
a high.
20 yards. Yeah, but it hit the leg.
It hit the
And that's how they got that touchdown to make it 24. As we might have a hold.
And you see how far he threw that flag?
I know. What are these guys?
And that carry goes
Again,
for a 7-yard gain.
to start the game, the first flag, he threw a 20-yard.
Indication of holding penalty against the Tigers.
It looks like he stuck the flag nearly exactly at midfield. Maybe just a little off.
Threw it too close to the players, though. Holding on Tuckahoe, they'll push him back. 47 seconds left in what feels like the longest game in the world. Although this 3rd quarter's been a little
fast.
It's been faster. Yeah, because of all the running. Because of all the running and stuff. There's only been a couple incompletions and only 1 or 2 injury timeouts. A lot of minor injuries, which is good that they're just minor. A lot of cramps and stuff. It's still hot, it's not too hot, like 70. And Lee will fling a pass at the line of scrimmage, and that's Esposito.
Wow.
Not Myers. Bowling him over. He bowled Dulcimer over and Hilton like they were bowling pins, and it'll be first down.
Pass. Number 21, Michael Myers.
1st and 10 from the Rhinebeck 45. And this drive is moving that clock.
With the pickup of 15,
they're not
bring
even
up
going to
third down
snap the
short.
ball.
They'll just let it run to
They'll
the
just
end
put
of the
their
third.
fingers up for fourth
Correction,
quarter.
that's enough for first down. It'll be first and 10 for the Tigers.
And we'll step aside and be right back at the end of the 3. It's 32-12 Tuckahoe, and they have first and 10 from the Rhinebeck.
And that brings us to the conclusion of the third quarter.
Sides, and I think the end zone, Tuckahoe scored in, well, they've scored in both end zones twice. So we'll be right back here on LMC Varsity Sports. Yeah, back here on LMC Varsity Sports. So going from the third to the fourth, they're about to start, and the quarterback, Justin Lee, who's played pretty well for Tuckahoe. I don't know, it looked like he took a bad step, so Tuckahoe is now running the Wildcat, and they run the Wildcat almost into the end zone. What a run!
Still going!
And he's out at the 7.
And on the carry, number 21, Michael Myers.
Michael Myers with a 38-yard run, and it'll be first and goal from the 7. So Lee walking onto the field, he hurt his leg.
7-yard line.
Did he have something to do with the grass?
It looks like
He's still there.
or had the wind knocked out. I don't know, but if it's something serious, up 32-12 and first and goal, they probably should. They should have put him back in as your star quarterback. Myers trying to score is stopped for a gain of 1.
Everybody else is featured standing up.
So 11-20, second goal.
And on the carry for the Tigers, no gain, and they'll bring up second down.
So Myers, the running back, in the Wildcat snap, he'll take his third snap at quarterback. Myers will go the other way, breaks one tackle, and is stopped. Carries the pile to the 2 or 3. Good run by Michael Myers. It'll be third and goal from the 2.
Number 21, Michael Myers goes for 3 yards. It'll bring up third down and goal.
Mr. Lloyd, where's number 33?
Did I say anyone could sit down? Why don't we do?
I did not read
So it'll be third and goal from the 2. Myers, Wildcat, running back in. He'll get the snap and he'll score. 2-yard touchdown run.
Number 21, Michael Myers.
So Myers scored a 2-yard, 2-point conversion. And now he gets a 2-yard TD run. And it's 38-12.
And look, and here comes 2-point conversion.
They don't have a kicker.
Just put private QB.
They have a quarterback warming up, Damian Leonard, on the sideline.
Yeah, it looks like Justin Lee does not have his helmet on. I think he might be done for today up 38-12. You don't want to risk anything else.
Myers will
Forward. 5 for
twirl
5.
and dance and
that
break
2-point
2
conversion
tackles
was
and get
complete.
in his second 2-point conversion. And it'll be 40-12, and we'll be right back here on LMC Varsity Sports. Back here on LMC Varsity
That's the
Sports.
shortest kick yet.
Yeah, and that one will be fielded and taken for a 10-yard return by Sam Dowsoner from the 30 to the 40. Dowsoner on
on the return
the
for the
short kick
Blackcats,
that was
number 13,
directional
Sam
diagonal.
Dowsoner.
And if he let that go, it probably would have went out of bounds. They would have gotten the 35.
The 40-yard line will be first down and 10 for the Blackcats.
It's good. Rhinebeck's in the developmental league, independent league, so they're not eligible for the playoffs and stuff. As they're in a transition period. Quarteraro as Falco is down.
Falco got absolutely popped on the extra man blitz. He is slow to get up.
He's hurt.
The pickup for 15.
He's up.
I think he just got the wind knocked
Tuckahoe
out of him.
player's hurt once again.
First down.
Another cramp. Every player's cramping for Tuckahoe. We'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports.
Yeah, injury time.
Here on LMC Varsity Sports, following the 2 cramping injuries on Tuckahoe. Falco's fine too. He got up after getting hit. And the 15-yard completion to Corderaro. They're really bringing the heat here. Falco will break free. And he fumbles! And it's picked up by Tuckahoe.
The second fumble today for Falco.
Got to protect the ball better. He opened it up when he was running. He got a little greedy, wanted an extra yard or two, got hit, and it was picked up.
It'll be first down and 10 for Tuckahoe.
So he got about 20-yard run.
31 yards.
And looking for the 22nd yard, and he got hit and fumbled, and Tuckahoe picked it up. And somehow Lee is back in the game. That's not good coaching. Guy got hurt. Seriously. You're up 28 points. Why is he in the game? Even at this point, the backup should be in because of the score. And now they take him out. That's a little confusing. No, he's not. So 9:40 to go, turnover on downs. Second time Falco, it was the first series.
It was the fumble on the handoff.
Yeah, in the first series of the game. Yeah. First series of the game. Timeout Rhinebeck. We'll be right back at LMC Varsity Sports, 40 to 12. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports. Tuckahoe puts the backup, and they fumble on the first play. So the first play for the backup quarterback, they fumble it on the transfer. Same play that Falco fumbled, basically handing it off, and it's picked up by Connor Cure.
It'll be first down and 10 for
Connor Cure recovers the fumble.
30-yard line.
How about that? Back-to-back fumbles.
Backup's first snap, Leonard. So their quarterback's Damian Leonard as opposed to Damian Lillard. So the backup, Falco, and he fumbled in the first play, and he throws and it's complete to Luke Murphy.
And that pass complete to number 11, Luke Murphy. Takes the ball out of bounds after a 5-yard gain. It'll be second down.
Falco will throw it to Corderaro and he'll drop it.
Looks like I think he was
focused
for
number 88
on looking upfield before he was able to secure the ball in his hands and just dropped it.
Exactly, he was looking to where he was going to go with it instead of catching it and then dropped it.
You have to secure the catch first. See a lot of players make those mistakes.
3rd and 5 from the Tuckahoe 26 with 9:25. Falco's got to throw it, and it's out of it. He throws it, and it's nearly intercepted. Right through the hands. Right through the hands.
Incomplete.
And they had a chance off the deflection as well.
Of Gerald. That was Jaden Gerald. So they'll go for it, 4th and 5 on the 30.
You have to at this point.
Of course, 25. 4th and 5 on the 25. Went right through the hands of Gerald. On the field, but it wasn't who made the play, was who dropped the play in the Rivera.
Sambo's not in the game.
Sam Dowsimer in at quarterback, and he throws a bullet, and it's caught as they switched up mid-series to
that catch by number 37,
Michael Colasanti, complete from Dowsimer, and now Dowsimer will get the next play. Falco's on the sidelines, looks fine, they just switched it up.
I mean, down 40 to 12. I don't know if you want
on a 4th and 5. And they just throw down some and it's intercepted! It is picked, and the lineman gets the interception as
as it was also a horse collar tackle by Ryan. That'll be a 15-yard penalty.
If they throw the flag.
He did.
He did throw the
He
flag.
did on the far side. He dropped.
I cannot see it.
There's a flag down on the field.
Jack Gentry, Jonathan Berger, the big Jonathan Berger tipped it, and then Jack Gentry, interception, a defensive lineman. That's rare. Let's see how long it takes the Zebras to come up with the call.
I mean, what is that? The third turnover in the last 8-9 plays?
Penalties in a while. Yeah.
But the turnovers have racked up in these last couple minutes.
Yeah. 3 and like
Flags will be first down again. 10, 4.
no horse collar tackle. Pick up the flag.
46-yard line.
Another questionable decision.
It was close, but it looked like he hit him up high. I mean, that's what he had to do. He was a lineman.
I uninstalled it because we yeah, that's what if I get the free access.
Say it back.
Come on,
That'll be Michael Myers on the handoff by a late penalty.
And another flag.
65.
And that carry for the Tigers picks up 4 yards. There is a flag down on the field.
Wow.
And the call is an unsportsmanlike
That kid's
conduct
so
penalty against the Black
flopped.
Hats.
These guys, this is unbelievable. 65 flopped. No one even touched him. He was tangled with reset. If you're tangled, you have to let go of the guy. And he let go of him and got tangled. And 65, Thomas Cipriano, the sophomore, took a big belly flop. And the official gave him a penalty on Rhinebeck.
First and 10 for the
That's a
Tigers.
big kid too, a big
Around
sophomore,
37-yard.
backup lineman. It'll be first and 10 from the Rhinebeck 37. This game has had everything.
Just calm down.
Right here.
Yeah.
Feisty.
Damian Leonard hands off to the,
He's gone.
maybe. Now he's out of bounds. Chiavetta, their fourth running back.
People who've never played football in their entire fucking life and their starters out.
That's their
Tuckahoe
fourth
carry on
string
the play
running
by
back.
Louis
Louis
Chiavetta.
Chiavetta.
Their fourth string running back.
He's run out of bounds.
I mean,
18-yard line of the
8 minutes
first
to go, you're
down.
down 40 to 12.
He was kicking off. He was kicking off for them. It was their fourth string. They have Michael Myers. They have Esposito, and they have that one other kid, Korakovic. That kid's their fourth string running back. The hands off to Esposito, their third string running back, and he'll be tackled and flags all over the field.
Charlie, did you see on the
8:07. How is there 8:07 left in this game?
Charlie, did you see on the handoff they bumped into each other?
What?
They bumped into each other.
Who?
The QB and the running back.
Oh, I thought you said the two refs.
No.
And it's a personal foul penalty against the Black Hats.
Another personal foul against Rhinebeck. I did not see
For a
that
face
one.
mask.
Face mask.
For a face mask.
And this game is just dragging on.
And on and on. We started at 3:02. It's now 5:32 with a 15-minute halftime.
That penalty will be declined. It'll bring up second down.
That's weird. Why would they decline?
So 15 yards.
Maybe they didn't think it was the right call. Fumble!
Fumble again.
And it is.
Looks like he
Picked right up.
got his own fumble.
That was
On that play, there was a fumble.
Esposito. Christian Esposito.
Recovered by the Tigers. However, the play goes for a loss, so it'll bring up third down.
Freshman year wasn't last year. He didn't come sophomore year. Oh yeah, true. You can break the pressure of
7:25 and counting. Leonard, the sophomore backup quarterback, will hand off to
Esposito. Leonard will try and push him forward. They get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. And it'll be 4th and 13. They'll just go for it. Tuckahoe doesn't have a lot of players like
that carry by the Tigers goes for Rubin. It'll bring up 4th down.
20 guys. Most of their all their starters play
small
both
roster.
ways. Yeah, both of their guys play. They have about 3 or 4 guys hurt. They were over there when I went to get the confirmation of their roster from head coach Tom Eatrich, who was very helpful. As our roster, we had about 5 numbers. And one of those number changes was a big one. He had the interception, the lineman. But no, Berger was a big one. So 6:30.
Just let the clock keep running.
4th and 13. Of course, I mean, that's smart.
And simple handoff.
Esposito, and they'll yank him down. It'll be 4th and 10, and
I mean, he picks up about 4
3 yards.
It will not be enough for first
Turnover
down.
on downs. Rhinebeck will have the ball. 40.
It'll be 1st and 10
down
for the
42,
Bobcats
6:19 to go.
from their own 17-yard line.
They put Freddie Evans in that.
I'd like to announce that there was a pair of lost keys that have been turned in to the concession stand below the stands.
We'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports.
Looked like house keys with a black
back
leaf.
Here on LMC Varsity Sports, 40-12 between Class D Tuckahoe and Class C Rhinebeck. Honda hand off.
In a reverse field.
Went one way and then went the other, and got a yard for Russell
For the
Foster.
Blackcats, number 22, Russell Foster.
Freshman Russell Foster.
Pickup of about a yard. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He went 30 yards to gain 1.
He goes to me and Steven, he goes, why are you in my gym class? Did you get held back in gym?
Raheel, he looks to be your size.
Yeah.
Hand off to Foster. Again, 1 yard.
On the carry again for the Blackcats, number 22, Russell Foster.
3rd and 8.
Pickup of 2, it'll be 3rd down.
5:20 left.
Why just violates everybody?
Trouble getting the play. My buddy, who I went to college with, the offensive coordinator, Coach Kevin McQuaid, trying to get it into with the backup Dalsimer, but he took an extra second. He had to repeat it. Sure, he'll throw it. Nope, he'll be handing off. And he will get 3 or 4 yards before he stopped. Momentum forward. That was Ethan Lithgow.
On the carry for the Blackcats, number 8, Ethan Lithgow.
Are they even have a 4th-string running back to 80 kids in school?
Our 4th string was come watch soccer.
Pickup of 3, it'll bring up 4th down.
So it'll be the 4th or 5th. It's amazing. Rhinebeck only has 12 points, but they've only punted like 3 twice. I think this is their 3rd punt. How is that? I guess Tuckahoe's dominated time of possession. That's why.
Nice bounce.
Angle, it's picked up finally, and taken
there's a
down.
flag.
We got some laundry on the field. So that punt by
And that punt carries out to the Tuckahoe 45-yard line.
From their own 15.
There's a flag down on the field.
30. About a 35, 40-yard punt. It bounced and rolled about 10, 15 yards. In the air, it was about 25 yards. Taken, and we'll see what the penalty is.
We should have went to the Harrison game.
4:03 left. 1 play, and then you got the 4-minute warning.
4th string at the end.
And the flag has been picked up.
Flag was picked up by the official. 2nd flag picked up this quarter.
The result of that punt will stand. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Tigers from the 45-yard line.
So we know one of the coaches for Harrison. We go, oh, do you know who Mikhail Pacino is? He goes, Mikhail Pacino. Who is that? That's like looked on the roster. He goes, oh, I think I know that kid. I seen him at practice.
So Tuckahoe running game, and their running back will get another running back, and he's still going.
Wow! Is he going all the way?
And he could take it to the 15.
I mean, he's definitely tough to bring down with that size.
Chavetta, the kickoff specialist,
Louis Chiavetta.
listed as a linebacker or running back.
Just give it to him again.
Sure, they'll keep
Buries the ball inside the black.
I don't think they're going to let Williams throw the ball.
Yeah.
15.
Though, is he going to be in shotgun here? He might. It took him a while to get loose before. And the quarterback this is so weird. When he got hurt before the start of the league, instead of bringing the backup Williams, who later went in like 10 minutes later and then fumbled, instead of bringing him, then they went to the Wildcat and scored on like 4 plays with Myers. Pagnotta is in the back.
There he goes again.
And that should be a
He's in.
touchdown for Chavetta, basically untouched. That's a 15-yard touchdown run for Louis Chavetta.
Louis Chiavetta.
Can't you try a kicker out here? Maybe try someone out. You're up 46-12. Have someone kick it. Seriously. It's not running it up, but seriously, try a kicker. 46-12, you're up 34 points. If not now, they'll never have a kicker. I guess they will.
Looks like they'll just go for 2 again.
Alright, peace out. They're cheering about school spirit. Everybody stand up. Cheer for Rhineck. Guys, Rhineck's gonna win if we all stand up. They're leaving. We're just
And the 2-point conversion, they'll just take a knee. Nice show of sportsmanship, because they don't want to run the score up. So 46-12, so they break their perfect 2-point conversion streak, but that was good sportsmanship.
number 42.
6 for 6.
God damn.
So
It was even as fast as couldn't take it down.
we'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports alongside Raheel Jaswell and Charlie McGraw, 46-12, and it'll be Dean Richmond kicking off.
A new kicker there. Oh.
As Chiavetta scored the touchdown. He's probably too tired to kick off, and he'll be stopped right away. So it'll be Lithgow.
On return for the Blackcats, number
3-yard
8,
return.
Ethan Lithgow.
Ethan Lithgow. He had a 10-yard return earlier and ran the ball about 3 or 4 yards the last half. 2:30 to go. Clock running. 46-12. On a gloomy day that was gloomier by the
And let's have a warm round of applause for the Rhineck Panther cheerleaders.
Tuckahoe. I gotta say shout out to Tuckahoe. That play, they had a chance to go 6 for 6 but instead of running up the score to 36, they just took a knee on 2-point conversions because they didn't have a kicker. Although it wouldn't have been bad sportsmanship if they sent out someone to try to
carry for the Blackcats, number 8, Ethan Lithgow.
Lithgow with no yards. So it'll be 150 to go, 46-12. Mike Smith's here from my hometown. Tweeting about the game.
One of the only passes. He's going.
Fantastic. There's an out.
That should be a penalty.
And the flags are thrown. Only 10 yards in high school.
21, Michael Barbieri.
I thought Mike was about to fight him.
Ball's incomplete, however, there was a flag.
Jaden Gerald, 10 yards.
Clear holding there.
Wait, they're going to the...
Indications interference against the Tigers.
Yeah, the officials pushing back. The players thought it was an NFL call. The players thought it was spot of the foul. Instead it was 10 yards.
That is a 15-yard penalty, so it'll be first down and 10 for the Blackcats from midfield.
Rob said it was 10 in high school, but it was 15. It's all right, he's tired. He's got an infant. Toddler's in Tierra.
And
midfield.
Bobbled snap.
Dassimer intercepted. Right into the hands of Tuckahoe's Thomas Wisner. Their first interception of the game. Second.
And that pass was intercepted by number 19, Thomas Wisner.
The lineman had the interception. Second interception.
It'll be first down and 10.
Fourth, fifth turnover. Fifth Rhinebeck turnover. The punt, the 2 fumbles, Falco, and the 2 interceptions. And Tuckahoe will just, as we know how good at sports they were with that 2-point, I'm sure they'll just sit on it here.
Yeah, take a knee.
Take some
your
knees and get out of here. We can summarize and call it a day. An early evening, we shall say. We'll be taking knees here.
Come on, boys, let's get him!
Those
Let's get him, boys!
Tuckahoe players late.
You bring this for him, but not for me.
End of 1, it was 16-6 Tuckahoe. Then it was 8-6. As that'll be the last play of the game. Then it was 24-12 at the half, 30.
It's okay, we tried. We tried. We gave it our best effort. Let's go right now!
Final score 46-12.
And that brings us to the conclusion of today's game. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to remind all fans
Raheel, a tough opening loss for
Rhinebeck
Rhinebeck.
next week at 1:30 p.m.
It was anything but pretty to start. A lot of sloppy plays.
And their next home game will be Saturday, October 12th at 3 o'clock.
Just a rough start for
Irvington.
for Rhinebeck, and a good job by Tuckahoe as they capitalized. And
We hope
they
everybody
still had a
has a
shot at
safe
the half. It was
trip home, and we'll see
24-12, and then they didn't
next
score
week.
again, Rhinebeck, after the half.
Croton.
You know,
So
the
a tough second half for
The
them.
game really changed after the punt. That was the real momentum changer.
The punt,
When the punt grazed
that was in the third quarter.
in the third, it was right the grazed leg punt.
Was that at the end of the first
in
half?
the first half, and Tuckahoe went down and scored
Yeah, it was the end, and they made it 24.
to 12, and that
To
was the
12.
halftime score.
Right, because it was 16-12 with like 5 minutes to go in the half. And then, they hit
They were
the
gonna get the ball back.
Right. And then they had a chance to go ahead for the first and only time, and they never even got that chance because grazed off the leg. And it was a close play on the replay. I was curious to see if it actually did. It looked like it probably just grazed the foot of Dimitri Hilton. But nonetheless, it was a tough loss for Rhinebeck in the end, 46-12. So we'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports. Back here on the post-game show, final score was 46-12. It was only 24-12 at the half, and it was only 16-12 with 5 minutes to go in the half, and a huge play on that punt that was high and not very far, but it hit a leg of Rhinebeck, and that was like the turning point of the game easily.
Definitely, 100%. Also, we also need to take a moment right after that. On the last, I think, drive before the game where Falco threw a Hail Mary towards the end zone that was dropped. I believe that would have made it 24-18 and given them a chance, but they'll be disappointed with this result. 46-12 is not the way you want to start, especially at a home opener.
Right, they could have went in the locker room down 24-18 or 24-20 or 19 if they the Hail Mary on a good play where they managed the time pretty decently and got a Hail Mary that was dropped. They had 2 guys in the end zone, so a lot of breaks and the plays they needed to make and plays they didn't make. And the big plays Tuckahoe made, they got 5 turnovers and they only had 1, and it was on the backup quarterback. And they were just more fundamentally sound than Rhinebeck and beat them handily.
Definitely.
So a lot of people to thank for today's telecast, including the executive director, Matt Sullivan, the assistant director is Dina Shoemaker, the Rob Moretti is the community sports producer. Our cameramen were Jeff Rado, Matt Meyerson, and Rob Moretti. Once again, for Raheel Jaswell, I'm Charlie McGraw saying thanks so much for watching and have a great evening.